Hi everyone, I'm using the traditional tarot, the Rider-Waite tarot, and I will pull a card for every numerological year. So it's a personal numerological year. So when we calculate our number for the year, it's our date of birth, our month of birth, plus 2024, not our date, not our year of birth, it's 2024. So for instance, if your birthday is the 6th of June, it will be 6. So 6 and 6 is 12, plus 2 is 14, plus 2 is 16, plus 4 is 20. So your number will be 2. So you add the day, the month, plus 2024, and that will calculate your own numerological number for your year. So I am setting the intention for a reading for everyone who is a number 1 year. Oh, there we go. And you have got the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands is asking you to reevaluate, refocus. So the number 1 year is connected to the sun, the father, new beginnings. And this year you will, everything that you touch will grow, because it's the number 1 is connected to the sun. We're just asking you to keep refocused. Don't go into anything that you're not certain of, because you've got the influence, and all our numbers have the influence of Saturn. So Saturn will really guide us, will let us know when we come out of alignment, because we will feel that pressure of Saturn. So this is your year, a beautiful year of growth. Whatever obstacles do present themselves, you will achieve. Any healing with father figure, it's the divine masculine, to really look at that. But ultimately a year of good luck and reflection, and the Ace of Wands. So as you reflect, you're gifted constantly this year. This is the Ace of Wands. It's God. It's a gift coming out. It's a gift coming from heaven. So you are, whatever you focus on, make sure you're doing it from your heart. Don't get into any kind of overwhelm. Look at anything that is creating any kind of burden, and realign. So when you're feeling burdened, when you're feeling overwhelmed, take a breath, take a moment and realign that this is your year. Something new coming in. The number 1 is about leadership. It's connected with the sun. Anything the sun shines upon grows. It nourishes. It nourishes whatever the sun shines upon. It's shining light into anything that needs dissolving as well. So ultimately a perfect year for you, number 1. Asking now for a card for those who are a number 2, and number 2 is associated with the moon. Oh, there we go. You have the Emperor. So this is, and then you have the 9 of Cups. Okay. So the number 2 is connected with the moon. So the moon is very fast moving. It's also connected to the High Priestess, to the intuitive, to the mystic within. When we stay focused and wherever we are placing our attention. So the moon is very changeable. Our moods may be a little bit up and down. To just take a step back, to rest, to make sure we are hydrated. I'm a number 2 this year. So just make sure that we are hydrated, that we are taking our salt baths, that we are doing our healing, to allow the divine masculine and the divine feminine to merge together within us. But ultimately, this is the 9 of Cups, a wish being granted this year. So as we stay in alignment and remembering that we've got Saturn's influence also with the moon. The moon is very fast moving, Saturn's very slow, and asks us to keep aligning ourselves, the divine masculine, aligning ourselves, to bring our head and our heart into alignment, to listen to our intuition, to be aware if our emotions may be shifting, to take that time out to go into those emotions and listen to what they are telling us. And it's the mother, so the divine feminine. So we are going through any issues or whatever with the divine feminine, and a healing with the mother. So whatever may be presenting itself, Saturn is there, and as we stay in integrity and stay in alignment, we reap the fruits of our labor. So this is a beautiful year, but ultimately our wishes are being granted. So wonderful year for the number 2. Number 3 is Jupiter, and Jupiter is a very positive planet, and it's just gone direct in Taurus, so this is really beneficial for you. It also have the influence of Saturn, which is actually making sure that as we are moving through the year, everything that we require for our life work, for our life purpose, is going to be there to stay in that integrity. A lot of work has been done, you've done a lot of work, you've faced a lot of challenges, but this year is going to be really beneficial for you. So Jupiter is bringing celebrations, bringing divine abundance, everything that's uplifting for you this year. And Saturn is helping and guiding and bringing in anything that you require for your soul journey. So I'm asking for a message now from, and then you have got the 2 of Cups, so love on the cards for you as well, finding that self-love, and then stepping into a heart-centered place, allowing your heart to guide you. Then you have the 6 of Swords, lots of change coming in, change of not direction, a change of maybe where you live, something changing in your environment for the better, because as we change within, our outside changes as well. So the work that you've been doing inside is now starting to bring a fruitful rewards, and you can see they're moving away from turbulent waters into that nice smooth ocean, which is always our consciousness. So you're raising your consciousness now and expanding into this beautiful year ahead. So wonderful year for you. So number 4 is the North Nodes. So I'm asking, so if you're a number 4, you are resonating with the frequency of the North Nodes. So I'm asking for a message, and you have the 8 of Cups. So the Eight of Cups is perfect. So you've got the North Node, which is the I am presence, and you've got the influence of Saturn. So Saturn is there, making sure that you've got everything that you require to actually tap in and connect and heal from anything that's not of your I am presence. So things may come to the surface, but ultimately you will achieve this year. So maybe if there has been any type of relying on others or people pleasing, that's ultimately created some kind of sacrifice within you. You're coming back into that power of your I am presence, which is going to take you to a new horizon. So things that you thought were important but created so much stress that didn't bring happiness, you're going to start to move away from. And then you have the Ace of Swords coming in with those epiphanies, the enlightenment, the connection to your higher self, to your I am presence. So the North Nodes are all around where we are moving towards our destiny. So anything that's not in keeping with you this year, with your I am presence, will come up, but you have got the gifts, you've got the energy, you've got the divine guiding you, you've got your higher self guiding you this year. So ultimately you're going to achieve, you're coming into, and the North Nodes are in Aries, which is the beginning. So lots of something new coming into your life that's going to show you what is really important. So a wonderful, wonderful year for you of achievement, of finding true happiness. So the number 5, for those who are number 5, this is Mercury. Mercury, this is a time of real change for number 5. It's Mercury, which is very fast moving, it's communication. So anything that asking for a message for the highest and greatest good for those who are number 5. And the message I'm receiving is to be flexible this year, because there is a lot of change. So to be flexible, don't become rigid. Allow the mystery of life to move you. There we have the Fool, new beginnings, and this is something new coming in, where to stand in faith. The Fool is on a new journey and is about to step off there. He's got everything he requires within him. The Mercury is the communication planet, but is also connected to the Magician. So you've got all the magic within. Just be flexible, don't become rigid. Saturn is there bringing through those lessons, watching how we're speaking. Mercury is all around our communication, the words we speak. Saturn is the planet of karma. So be mindful of the words that we're speaking this year, that we create magic with our words, that we create magic all around us, and we are creating this new journey that is going to be something. We're going into a time that we've never been into, we've never visited, we've never lived in this time before. So using your words, using your communication, using your creativity, being flexible this year, being able to move with the mystery of life. And the Knight of Swords, which is very mental, to not let our heads run away with us. start telling us stories of worst case scenarios, making sure we're bringing ourselves back, connecting to the higher consciousness. And the moment we start to get lost in our head, to remember to ground. Yes, really ground this year, number 5, because there's lots of change coming in. Don't get fearful of the change. It's your soul journey. Ultimately, it's going to bring you supreme and beautiful happiness and a life that your soul is guiding you to. So things starting to move, things even changing really quickly, but being sure that you ground yourself. And the Hanged Man, so lots of activations for you, asking you to just take your time. The Hangman is one of suspension, but one of upgrades. So as you take that time and you take that time to pause, you receive the upgrades which are activated within you, and you will just move forward with the knowing, a deep knowing in which direction that you're meant to go. And then again, the 8 of Wands, so lots of energy, lots of change for you, but ultimately the 8 also, so we're on a 8 year, and you've got 2 8s here. So energy moving quickly, and the 8 of Pentacles, just stay focused. He is focusing on where he's placing that nail, where he's placing that hammer. If he was getting swept away with everything, all his pentacles would just fly away. So this is about grounding your energy, making sure you're grounded, going out into nature this year, grounding, feeling the excitement of the change, feeling the adventure of life. So a wonderful year for number 5. So number 6, this is the number connected to Venus. There we go. And you have the 10 of Pentacles. Of course, Venus is love, is our finances. And together with Saturn as well, is beautiful, the divine masculine, the divine feminine. When we're coming from that place of love, we are sending out that love. So wherever you go, you're going to create abundance. And I'm just feeling as well, career opportunities coming to you, but because there's so much love and romance coming in this year, to get the balance right, to be able to have a work balance. Yeah, the Page of Cups, bringing in some romance, some beautiful romance. Ultimately, you're happy ever after. The Tower, so there's going to be some Tower moments where things are going to fall away. Let them. Don't go chasing anything. Your old paradigms are collapsing, old thought forms, old beliefs are collapsing. Just stand in your love, in your divine feminine. The Venus is all the queens in their attributes, the mother, the divine creator. So this is a time of going in, listening to your intuition, allowing your heart to guide you, listen to your heart, not your head. Listen to your heart. And then you've got the Queen of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy, beautiful Taurus energy, who makes sure everything is comfortable, that everything in this earthly realm is prosperous, is beautiful. Comfort is what I'm feeling. So your life is going to be one of comfort, because everything is going to make its way to you. And the falling away of anything now, all those old beliefs that you've had about yourself, you've done the inner work, and now you're starting to see it on the outside world, and Saturn is helping you to achieve this, bringing in the strength and the divine timing that I'm getting with Saturn, bringing in some synchronicities into your life. So beautiful time for you. Venus, you've been through some changes in the last year, where maybe you didn't know where you stood, where things didn't feel solid, were a little bit unstable. Now you're sitting as the Queen of Pentacles, grounding this energy, allowing all the love to come to you, all the abundance to come to you, but making sure you're staying in that alignment and balance of work and romance, because everything, all the good's coming to you this year. Wonderful, beautiful energy. Number 7 are those who are number 7 year this year. This is associated with the South Node. So the South Nodes is asking the South. We have the North Nodes, in which way we are travelling. Then we have the South Nodes, where we are letting go of things. So this is a year of introspect, of going within. And the 7 is is finding our own heaven within. We had a 7 year last year, and we did all that inner work, all that alchemization. So this is a year of going within, of finding that solitude, listening to your own guidance, not getting lost in what everybody else is saying, actually listening to your own guidance. And the card that flew out for you was the Page of Swords. So new ideas coming in, new ways of thinking. The pages bring messages. So something new coming in, but also not taking things seriously, to heart this year. Allowing yourself to really find that self-assessment, going in and of getting to know who you are, not getting swept away with what other people are saying or other people's opinions. This is a young energy as well. So bringing yourself back into yourself, listening to yourself. And then you've got the Moon. So maybe some emotions coming to the surface to be able to cleanse and clear, do your self-healing, taking yourself away. Any shadows that may come up, any false beliefs will be presenting themselves, because ultimately it's a time of release. But from this is beautiful spiritual growth for you this year. Wonderful spiritual growth. So number 8 is, of course, Saturn. We're in the 8th year. So this is a powerful number if you're a number 8, because you have Saturn, and also it's a number 8 year, so it's a Saturn year. So this is very powerful. There we go. Oops, excuse me, it's just fallen on the floor. This is definitely wanting to come out. Oh, number 8 of Pentacles. Wow, carry on doing what you're doing. I'm getting really hot doing this reading. Carry on doing what you're doing. Constantly showing up in integrity, in transparency, with your focus. So this is an 8 year. You have the 8 of Pentacles. The Pentacles are all around our earthly realm. So this is about you really reaping the fruits of your labour this year, as you have shown up, done the work, done the inner work, and now it's starting to flourish in your outside world. And then the King of Cups, emotional maturity. Beautiful card of connection to our spiritual side, our spiritual essence, our spiritual gifts. So your gifts coming through, those beautiful visions that you have, they're now coming down. You're bringing them down into this physical reality, in and aligned way in integrity. You've got so much energy around you of achievement this year. And then the Nine of Wands, you've been through it. Last year was a South Node year, where you've done the introspection, where you face those challenges. You can see there he's got his bandage, but he's holding on to his wand in true belief. And because of that, you are going to reap your rewards this year. So Saturn is blessing you. And number 9, so yes, a very powerful number for number 8s. And the 8 in the tarot is the Strength card. Of course, it's the Strength card. As above, so below, as within, so without. Bringing through that strength of standing in your light and honouring who you are. And number 9 is Mars. Now Mars and Saturn, they oppose each other. So this is all around closure this year for number 9s. A closing out of things that aren't working for you any longer. But you're able to see it now, and you're able to put them down and move on gracefully. So this is a year of endings, opening up for new beginnings. So I'm asking for a card. And Mars is the planet that gives us that motivation and energy to follow our path, to follow our passion. And again, we've got the Moon and the Strength. So the Moon, so emotions come into the surface. Letting go of anything that is weighing heavy within our hearts. Working on our fears, letting them go, because fear will only ever paralyze us. So looking at the things that are no longer serving us, that are no longer relevant in our lives, and having the courage to move on. So the Moon, we've got Mars, which is the divine masculine. Moon is the divine feminine, bringing that beautiful balance. Facing our illusions, our fears, with strength, because you've got that energy now, you've got the light to shine onto any of your fears and see through the illusion. So you're able to move on, you're able to move out of whatever it is that's causing you so much unhappiness. First and foremost, doing the work within. Letting go of how certain situations are making us feel, so that we're not carrying on in old patterns. Because if we do that, your year next year is a number 1, so it's all about new beginnings for you. So just doing a decluttering, letting go of anything that is not the truth of who you are, anything that is creating any kind of anxiety. And it's not the situation, it's the way we perceive it, the way we think about it. So those change of thoughts, doing a declutter of those thoughts that block you, so that you can move next year into new beginnings. So there's lots of shifting, but ultimately lots of closing out, but ultimately this is a fulfilling year for you, because listen to your intuition, let your intuition guide you. And then you've got, again, number 8, Strength, and the 8 is there above her head, and she has the Lion. So you've got everything you need. Just stay gentle, stay true to who you are, You don't have to explain yourself, prove yourself to anyone. Take the pressure off. Come into alignment with who you are. You've got the Strength card here. You've got the energy of Archangel Ariel, the Lioness of God. Speak to your guides. Speak to your benevolent angels. Surrender anything during this year, anything that comes up that creates any kind of anxiety. Surrender the anxiety and you'll start to see through the illusion. So lots of change, but ultimately a fulfilling years for you. Then you've got the King of Swords. Keep that connection to your higher self. This is a very intelligent energy. And lots of enlightenment, lots of epiphanies for you this year. And then the Hermit reminding you to stay within. The King of Pentacles also. So you've got the King of Swords and the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is emotional maturity with the moon. So watching your emotions, knowing that anything that comes up is coming up to be acknowledged, for you to be aware of, for you to shine light there, and for you to let it go, not to keep projecting it into your life. So ultimately this is a time of closing out, of things coming to an end, but you're happy about this. It's nothing is going to be taken away from you that's good for you, or any love or anything like that. It's just things that you are ready to let go of, because you've come through this 9-year cycle, carrying something that is ultimately too heavy for you to carry any longer. So whatever those are, just surrender during this year, and you will become lighter and lighter and lighter. So some changes, but ultimately you've got the strength, you've got the light within. The Hermit is asking you to go within, listen to your own guidance, listen to that inner light within you. Allow that inner light to guide you. It doesn't come from the mental, it comes from our hearts, it comes from our soul, to go within. You've got all the spiritual guidance you need within you. You're moving up through dimensions. You're letting go of anything from the lower frequencies that's not serving you, which is beautiful. So well done. But you've got the strength, you've got your guides, you've got your loved ones in spirit around you that are helping you to close out on all cycles. So there you go. And I'm going to just ask for a card for us all to bring through a message for us all for this year. Just one card, one message. We have the Lovers. Focus on love. And we'll come through this year healthy, happy, light and bright. And this is a beautiful card. And you see the angel there, smiling down and embracing the lovers. So this is the divine masculine, the divine feminine within, coming into balance. And ultimately this is going to be a romantic year for us all, a love-filled year for us all, for us to see love in each other, because ultimately we're all a reflection. So this is a beautiful time, and this is Gemini, the twins, the illusion and the clarity. It's twins looking at each other. So So when we shift the illusion and we look into each other with love, there we merge into that divine masculine, divine feminine, and then we start to create it in our life. So this is the message for us all, for all the numbers. Just focus on love. Love will guide us through. So I hope that you've enjoyed this. I'm really hot now. The energies have been very strong while I've been doing this reading. So these readings are to help you navigate through the energy. It's not a prediction. It just helps us to be aware of the energies that each of us are going to be facing this year, and to be able to navigate through it and make some sense of it. So I hope that's helped. Thank you for listening. If you do like, please like and subscribe, and I'll be so grateful. Thank you. God bless.